He wants to know, how do I scramble and keep my eyes downfield? Very good question. It's difficult. I'll say there's a couple different things you can do, and sometimes I'm even guilty of looking a little bit too much, not downfield, just looking at my quarterback. So, like, before the snap, if you have your guys way spread out, and it's like, I'll almost predetermine my read that I'm going to scramble, because you really need to hit the timing of the drop back to make your quarterback have as good of speed as possible. And what I mean is, you need to press the right trigger to get your quarterback to scramble. And so you want to press it right now. Like, see how he was like kind of moving? Like, he'll end up getting more momentum that way. I like to get into that, even if I still might throw the ball. I'll try and do that. Unless I know I'm going to hang tough in the pocket because I'm looking for like a route downfield. So if I'm looking for a route deep downfield, I will not scramble. I'll stay in the pocket, hang tough, try and step up, see what I can do. Now I'm playmaker. Now I'm going to roll. I got my eyes upfield, and I throw there. There's a behavior that the receivers do that is a key to my scrambling like ability, and it's this right here. So let's watch B. So B, right. So didn't have time to get it through right there. Let's see. I'll tell you when he does the behavior. So B is going to be open, Y is going to be open, X is going to be open. See how all three of them just did the same behavior? So I'll show you that behavior. And it wasn't ideal because they were running too vertical. Usually they run a little bit more horizontal. This behavior, to me, is the most valuable thing because it pretty much guarantees your receiver's going to get open. And it's more consistent than you would think. Normally this route goes more towards the middle. He ran it more vertical, like I said, because then you can pass lead it upfield. So that was the first guy. And notice, it's once they're on the sideline for a little bit. He went too vertical as well. And then Nelson, he went a little bit more. So you could immediately, the minute you see him do that, you know he's going, and you know where he's going because you've seen the behavior multiple times. So I'm always looking at that as one of my things.
So how would you, going off of that, a good way to run like a good offense around that would be like go to gun bunch tight end here.
So people do this, right? They put their halfback on this route.
Yeah.
And then once he gets there, like they playmaker him.
Yeah.
Like I just saw that guy get double teamed and fall down. Like I'm gonna scramble.
Sure.
Like at that situation, I'm gonna play a one-on-one game with your user like at all times. So for gun bunch tight end, I would say me and Bennett. Like you'll consistently, the more you call a play, you'll know the timing of a route and who you're gonna get on your playmaker. So here, I would scramble right now. I can't now, so now I know I need to, X. Like, he ran that same thing, because he was on an out pattern. He went to the sideline. He bounced, and then we hit him.
Scramble drill.
So send pressure from the left. So, like, if I start to see somebody that's going to blitz all game long, or is sending pressure from the left, I'll start to roll, like, as quick as I can, and then I'll start to get into, like, one-on-one games with the flat defender that I'm rolling towards and that. And just the more and more confident you get with a play, the less you have to look at where your receivers are because you know where they are. You really have to kind of look and navigate, like see who's coming in. So let's do just one random. We'll do one snap. I'll tell you where I'm looking. So line, okay, nothing came in. Out receivers. Then I would look to receivers. At that point, I would then look back down to see if I can scramble. Because at a certain point, when you're read, like, so say, pretend I misplay, all my reads are locked. So look at the line. Okay, my reads are locked. Now I got to figure out what to do. Okay, I'm going to roll out. Now I'm looking downfield, checking my quarterback. Downfield. Now I throw. So, snap of the ball, look at the quarterback just to make sure nothing weird happened. Then I look at my reads. But then I know if my reads aren't there's no point in keep looking because no one's going to be open. I should probably then throw the ball away. Then I check my quarterback, see if I need to throw the ball away. I roll, change the angle, change the routes, things break down. Then I will Playmaker. So look, nothing. Okay, so that's another piece is you contain right there. I can tell. It's very easy to see when somebody's contain rushing or when they win on that edge, and so I'm just not gonna roll out of the pocket like in that situation. I'm gonna make sure I stay in. But yeah, it's something you get used to. Make sure you slide.
Do you think it's something you can practice? You can go into practice mode and someone can practice it?
I don't think you should do it in practice mode. I think you should do it in real games. You should just call a bunch of off. Start playing the computer. Like, the computer's the best person to learn how to scramble against because they won't, like, stop it like a human would. Because then you can get comfortable with the timing. Like a human, you'll scramble twice and then they put a QB spy and then the party's over. But a quarterback won't necessarily, like, do that. So right now I'm looking, I'm going to try A, and I see that A got open. But it's just by calling the same play over and over and over again, you learn the pacing, the rhythm, who's going to be the playmaker, when things break down, when you should get rid of the ball, and that's just the timing that you get. So it's pretty simple. But like QB contain here, rush 3 and QB contain. Like, easiest thing in the world is to scramble against QB contain. Yeah, you can't scramble outside, but like it's so obvious that your dude is
because they like mush rush.
Yeah, they fake rush. So as long as you don't go outside, I mean, he's containing.
Right.
Bam. Easy. Same thing with the double team. Like, I know if I get the double team,
you're good.
That I can scramble because there's no way you're going to be able to break off. Even if you don't contain them, I might get a double team on the ends. And like there, I'm getting a double team. Well, I got it for a second. And you can start. I meant to throw it to X, but you can start to step up in the pocket and get there. So that's where my eyes go on plays like that.
I think that's a valuable tip that I think can help a lot of people. If I were you, go back and watch that tomorrow on YouTube because that's a valuable tip. I think that's one thing that you don't see. Like, that's one. I would say it's probably one of your strongest aspects of your game. You're phenomenal at it. You're really good at it. And I think people need to practice more.
So don't contain here.
You set your plays up though. You set these plays up. Like, you'll put guys on drags. I know you do it because I play you all the time. And a lot of times when I'm playing you, I go, he's not even running plays. He's running plays to play a scramble drill.
Yeah.
And what is difficult about that is I never know. I don't ever really have a read on what you're going to do because I don't know. Is he going to scramble? Because if I blitz here, he just has his quick hot read, and then he tries to scramble. He tries to block everybody, and then scramble, and then playmaker somebody.
Right.
It's really, really difficult to defend. You do it really well against me.
Yeah, and so those are a couple things. Like, you just get more and more comfortable with it the more and more you call certain plays. That's basically all you got to know. And just figuring out what the game is going to allow you to do. And then, like, knowing not to slide. Like, you have to get... You can't just get 5 and slide. Like, there's a good chance they're not going to be able to tackle you the first.
Go over one more time. Jeffrey Allen in the chat. He said QB contain will stop this. LOL. It will stop the outside rush, but what it doesn't is actually gives up the middle rush wide open.
Yeah.
Especially if you plan for it. If it's planned for and it's part of what you do offensively, you could even get out of the pocket there because they got double teamed.
Right. If they get double teamed on a spy, then you know you're good.
On a contain, doesn't matter. You're going to get out wide.
Yeah. Those are some things you can do. Check it out.